Hello there, bringing you greetings wherever you're watching us from. This is Idea TV. I am so excited about another exciting episode of the Smart Family Living. It's your go-to show for all things technology, home, and family. I am Miracle Obi, and today we are turning up the heat to the heart of the home, and that's the kitchen. We've had amazing episodes, and if you have missed any episode, just follow us on our YouTube channel and please join the previous episode so we could carry you along and we can flow together. Now, imagine a fridge that thinks ahead. Imagine applications that plan your meal before you even get hungry, and gadgets that makes cooking faster, smarter, and a whole lot more fun. Whether you're a multitasking parent, a food-loving explorer, or just obsessed with the latest home technology, today's episode is sizzling with ideas you won't want to miss. So grab a seat because we've got something cooking just for you. Let's kickstart. Let's kick things off with our second segment. Not just a fridge, it's your meal planner, grocery manager, and digital assistant all rolled into one. With internal cameras, you can check what's inside your fridge from your phone. Even while shopping, it suggests recipes based on your ingredients, track expiry dates, and lets you leave digital sticky notes for your that lets you control cooking from your phone. Steam, silt, that's deep frying, pressure cook, or slow cook, all in one pot. You can start dinner while you're still at work. Can you just imagine that? Just open the app, select a recipe, and this gadget does the rest. It's energy efficient and safe for young families too. And yes, it's good for working parents, quick meals, one pot healthy dishes. Yeah, for the multitasking parents. From your office, you could just, okay, what do I want for dinner? And you begin to plan your dinner right from your office. Isn't this amazing? So finally, we'll spotlight the smart nutrition skill. This is a must-have for a health-conscious family of families. Now, this isn't your typical kitchen skill. It's connected to an app and gives you a full breakdown of calories, macros, and nutritional value for over 3,000 foods. Could you imagine that? Whether you are watching your weight, you're managing diabetes, or you're trying baby food portions, this gadget makes precision main conversation coming up next. Main conversation coming up next. How real families are using technology to enhance mealtime. You do not want to miss that. So please be with us. We'll be right back after the short break. All right, you're welcome back from that short break. Right now, I'm so excited. We're diving into today's main conversation, Kitchen 2.0, where family, food, and technology meets. This is truly transforming how we cook, how we connect. Today's topic aims to explore how smart kitchen gadgets and mealtime technologies are transforming how modern families cook, eat, and connect, enhancing health, saving time, and fostering togetherness in the digital age. But before I get carried away about today's discussion, I am not alone in the studio. I have amazing guests with me. So joining me today are two amazing guests. On my right and on my left. So on my left we have, can you introduce yourself, sir?
Thank you very much, and thank you, Michelle, for this wonderful presentation. Well, my name is Professor Uche Banaso, and I'm the MD stroke CEO of FirstMat, an indigenous company that's into everything you talk about smart and office
That's why we
automation.
have you here.
Thank you. So, yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure. It's nice having you on our show. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, when we talk about smart, anything smart is all about bringing comfort, convenience, security, safety, and cost savings.
Cost savings.
Savings.
Amazing.
Yeah. So and technology is powering this what we call the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is whereby devices today are enabled by IP. And so with that, you can be able to control it from anywhere, anytime. And the amazing thing about it is the ability to use sensors and scheduling to be able to manipulate whatever and whatever you want to achieve. Now, the good aspect of it is very, very dynamic, which
Okay.
means it's as much as your imagination can take.
My
That's how
imagination
much.
can be very wide and
Yeah,
broad.
so that's how much you can achieve.
Okay.
Yes, whatever you think is possible because it is programmable.
Whatever you think is possible
Yeah,
is programmable.
yes, programmable. So it's very, very
Punchline.
dynamic. Yeah, very, very dynamic. So that is the amazing thing. So you can wake up, that's if something I was just the initial takeoff. Just the initial takeoff can be a little bit expensive, but the good aspect of this technology, and especially when it is appropriately engineered, is the scalability. So you can scale up and you can scale down. And it's very, very budget friendly. So
Budget
what's
friendly.
friendly? So the most important thing is to make sure the foundation, the what we call the layer one, is actually in place. Then you can be able to be adding and adding and adding stuffs. Like I said, it's very dynamic. It's programmable. So once you have the basics in place, then you can be able to do whatever you want to do and then scale it up to the level you want it to be.
All right
Part
then.
of it is also is that the users also, because if you look at the internet, for instance, what is actually the vitality and what is driving the internet is the users and not really technology. People think it's the technology. No, it is the users that
Technology will not thrive
are
without
yeah,
users.
without the users. So most time what is driving internet is the users. So the users actually are the motivation. They are the driving factor. That gives the engineers the motivation to invent and reinvent and make things better, smarter, and intelligent.
Whoa, better, smarter, and intelligent. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, sir.
Thank
So,
you.
based on what you have said, it means that it's not a fair assessment to say that these smart tools are just for the rich and it's not a
Absolutely.
necessity.
Absolutely. Because what is important is that you can start small and you grow up.
And you scale up.
You scale up. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, so this is amazing. Now you know that you can always afford it. You start small and scale up. Mr. Christian, looking at as a food nutritionist, what comes to your mind when you hear the word mealtime technology?
Mealtime technology.
What comes to your mind as a
Okay.
nutritionist?
As a nutritionist, mealtime technology here is very important because not everyone really knows when to consume and what to consume.
Amazing.
So, having this mealtime technology, we are talking about basically, like he said earlier, talking about programming something to suit your timing and to suit what the time really should be. And it also comes about to talk about meal planning and appropriate measurements. So that's a lot. That's already a lot, and it saves a lot of time as well. Doing that. As a nutritionist, I mean, if I'm to give someone a meal plan, it could take me quite a long time to come up with very specific calculations. Like, for instance, when you go for counseling and a dietitian tells you in the hospital, and a dietitian tells you take only 5 spoons of rice, trust me, it has already been pre-calculated, and you don't want to see how cumbersome that is. No, you don't want to see it. It's like being in secondary school and writing further maths. Wow.
Man, that explanation is too far. That's too far. Doing in secondary school and writing for them, that's a nightmare.
Exactly. So now, mealtime technology really does a lot. It's going to really go a long way to cut the time out and be able to do a lot in a shorter time.
Amazing. So just as I asked Professor, some people feel... Where am I reading from? All right, some people feel healthy eating is very expensive. They just feel, how do I, to eat healthy means I have to dig deep into my pockets. So what can you say about that based on your experience? Can you say eating healthy is not that expensive as people assume it is?
Now, when it comes to eating healthy, as opposed to the general ideology that eating healthy should be expensive, I wouldn't say it's totally right, and I wouldn't say it's totally wrong. Thank God for tech these days. Another thing we'd want to consider in eating healthy, what's healthy for you may not be healthy for me, because we all differ from person to person with different healths here. So that is something first that we need to consider before now talk about whether it's expensive or not. There are health implications that would require someone to eat only rice and not beans, while there are ones that will require someone to eat only beans and not rice. There are ones that will require you to drink only tea without eating any other thing. So now when we talk about being expensive, I don't think it is truly expensive if you really know what you want to achieve.
Okay, amazing. So you need to know what you want to achieve. I'm glad that Professor and Mr. Christian has been able to really help us to understand that smart living is not expensive. So are there some smart kitchen gadgets that can actually help lower food costs while improving on your nutrition, or while someone is improving on their nutrition? And if there are, can you give us an example of affordable gadgets that can help with healthy eating habits?
Good. Okay. I know we all know of smart watches.
Okay.
We know of the health watches. Those things are very, very important. As funny as it is, many will just want to walk around with it because maybe they can afford it. But let me educate us a little on that.
All right.
Most of these health watches at some point are very accurate. Not all. Because I've seen ones that are not totally accurate due to maybe lapses here and there. But for the ones that are very accurate, they would help to measure your BP, help to measure your oxygen levels, help to measure your glucose levels. And with all this, and now it helps to measure how many footsteps you've actually covered, and that's how many footsteps also is used to determine how the expense of your energy. So now it would help you measure what to eat as well.
And these things are not really expensive. So it can make you have a healthy living habits. That's really exciting to know. Now, some people, we're talking about the Kitchen 2.0. Now, how the smart kitchen, we're talking about smart kitchen and mealtime technology. Now, some people feel that some of the smart tools, like our smart fridge, our smart cookers, they just feel they are overhyped. They feel they are really, really overhyped and very unnecessary. Prof, do you think they are actually overhyped, looking at these gadgets?
Well, the assertion is not completely unfounded.
Okay.
And depending, there is always two sides of a coin. So depending from where you are coming. Just like my friend Christian just alluded to. So it depends what you are using it for, how you are using it, and especially the knowledge background. When they say that knowledge is power, so are you knowledgeable on those devices, how they can, improve or enhance the family, safety, living the healthy living. For instance, he talked about the smartwatches,
Smartwatch.
which I'm wearing one. Um, he also talked about that. But you also mentioned something, smart scale.
Yeah.
Smart scale can really help in both cost saving, wastage, and ensuring that people, eat healthy, because that can actually, give you the kind of foods, the content of the food, and what nutrients the foods, this and so the combination. And with the coming of AI becomes a very vital tool when you are looking at a smart home or smart kitchen, where AI can aggregate data, because AI depends on data,
Yes,
can
yes.
aggregate
Whatever
data
you feed
and
on
position
it.
better position and give you information about how to, to move to the next level. Like for instance, if you have eaten over a week and your cholesterol is very very high, the AI can tell you, look, you avoid this particular food, you avoid this particular food, increase this particular food. This is actually what is amazing, about smart kitchen, smart home. There's a lot of sensors out there. For instance, today, like the smart fridge or it's a smart fridge, it has a lot of sensors. And it can do inventory for you. It can tell you that your
Exactly.
tomato is going low. You can take your cook is going low. You can also aggregate and know what your favorites are, what you eat most, and give you suggestions. The predictive AI will give you suggestions how to plan for the next month,
Meal.
next meal, or even aggregating everything the family eats, and to give you a suggestion where you can save cost, and also predict family spending in the next few months. So that helps you to be more prepared, in terms of your health, in terms of your safety. And so it's really amazing.
So if someone can actually afford just one of these gadgets,
Yeah.
what would you recommend and why? Just one.
Oh, it is difficult because there is really no one-stop device that
Okay.
can do everything. So, but like I said,
For a start.
yeah, for a start, you need what? For a start, the most important thing you need is to have a smart home. Then, when you have a smart home, you start acting smart devices. Now, you should also know there is also risk in smart home and smart office or whatever. Privacy is a very big issue.
Okay, now yeah, trying to take me to another dimension that
Yeah,
we'll get to the risk
yeah,
factor and we'll know what, because certainly we know that things that have its advantage, there are always disadvantages
yeah,
to it.
yeah.
So asking you the same question, Mr. Christian, what would you recommend as a food nutritionist? Someone just tells you, okay, I can afford just one gadget. What gadget would you recommend to this person and why?
Okay. Now, coming to gadget, I would recommend. There is no one tool that can solve
All
everything.
right. I think here and Prof, you're speaking from the same notes. Okay.
There's just no one. Now, for me to actually recommend, I'll need to know what your budget is like, why you want to get something, and what really amazes you about that thing you think or you feel you want to get, before I would say, oh, why I get this or get that. Because I mean, there's just a lot one can talk about when it comes to smart tech and in the kitchen. For a nutritionist, there's just a lot.
There is just a lot to talk about. And so I'm going to ask Prof this very important question because our viewers out there really want to know this, and I know you really want to know that. All right. So, how reliable are these tools? Just imagine if my fridge breaks down, our smart fridge. It's it's a gadget. there's always the tendency for it to malfunction. So imagine it breaks down, and maybe because of software glitch or something. Isn't that more frustrating than just a simple mechanical tool? So how reliable are these tools?
Well, coming to engineering, most of the technologies are matured. They are built, based on certain engineering principles, and most companies, who want to still stay in market will always provide a warranty. But what is most important is what is the engineering aspect of it. So when you come to a place like a smart fridge has been built in such a way that there's a kind of um, how do I tell you, sir, redundancy, that if anything actually happens whereby you cannot use the smart component of the fridge, you can go default to
Okay.
using it as a normal fridge.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is how most of these are built. They're built in such a way that it's not going to punish you if anything is any glitch. Because like you rightly said, anything that is software based, there are a lot of glitches and, hackers can have their way, but how do you know, be sustained to use those devices? So the engineers has already built in, what we call fail-safe. Fail-safe is one of the best engineering principles that if something happens, it should fail graciously in such a way that it won't cause harm and your safety is guaranteed.
Okay. So in other words, you're trying to tell me that these tools are very reliable. So these
Absolutely.
tools are very reliable.
Absolutely.
I remember the guest we had on one of our episodes that had to do with smart homes. He said he kept mentioning they are very reliable, but then you need to be sure of where you are getting these tools from or where you are purchasing them from, because you don't expect to purchase something from a well-known company and you get something original,
Yeah.
and then you get something fake,
Yeah.
and you want both to last the
Last
same
long.
way. So we know that that would not work.
Yes,
So they are reliable
Yes, in fact, this
to some extent.
yes, and one aspect of it is that, and unfortunately, this area is not yet regulated in the country, so it's a big worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially, I'm not, getting anybody down, but you have a lot of artisans who are trooping into a smart home without knowing the risk factors. And sometimes they will provide cheaper solutions, but those cheaper solutions are not going to last because they are not engineered. So that they provide products, they're not providing solutions. So this is what makes a great difference. And in fact, this was what motivated me 2 years ago to actually start up this campaign, to make sure that we have professionals who understand the engineering aspect of it. Because leaving all these gaps makes most of the artisans to fill the gap. This is a very huge problem.
Yeah.
So in fact, we come for a rescue to be able to ensure that going forward we have engineering principles that guide our smart home and our smart office. and our smart kitchen.
Amazing. So there are people that just produce, they just
Just fix
they
products.
just fix products, but not
That's where I
solutions.
actually want us
So
to talk
now
about the
that
risk
we have
factors.
dived into this,
Yes.
so now can you tell us some of the disadvantages
Okay.
of some of these
Okay.
gadgets?
One of the big disadvantages of smart home or smart office is
Yes,
the
it-
data.
Okay. Data
Every-
privacy.
Data. I mean,
Okay.
let's look at
data.
it from data.
Okay.
Every move you make is data. So it's data centric. And so your automation, for instance, like I use a familiar phrase that you can make your home in a situation where the light follows you. That you don't need to touch anything. Like in my house, I can stay, frankly, a week without touching a button.
Wow.
My lights comes on, my water heater goes on and goes off. You understand? But each of those activities generate data. So where are those data?
Yeah.
So,
where are they saved? Where do they go to?
So this is why it is very, very important, and this is why we need to start regulating this field, because data, they say, is life in the digital age. Data is everything, and so many people are interested in data in one way or another. And so, like I said, we can come for the rescue this area, because we find out that a lot of people, I had students who had done MSc projects on smart environment, smart home, and when I looked at them, I found out that there's really a very big issue if we cannot, if experts, if professionals cannot delve into this area. So, what we are doing in our own First Smart Solutions is that we try to make the smart solution to be local, as opposed to the ones that, for instance, if you are using some, I don't want to mention names, but for if you're using some smart solutions, when you press a button, the data goes to place like China or any other countries before coming back to Nigeria to actually operate, because they are cloud based. They are cloud based. So what we are changing the trajectory. What we're trying to do is locally engineer this so that you can operate your smart home or your smart office without actually needing the internet.
Okay, that's
Does that
quite
make sense?
that's quite deep. Yes, it does make sense. Let me ask Mr. Christian the same question. So, what do you think about that? What would you say are some of the disadvantages of some of these tools or gadgets?
Okay, let me pick a line from what he said earlier.
Okay.
He said it's data centric, and being data centric here is this: in terms of nutrition, everything about nutrition is also data centric, and these smart devices rely on this data. So whenever a wrong data is being fed, a lot of mishap will happen, and that is very, very bad. That is something that, okay, let me give an example. There was a time some years back when they said someone who is diabetic should not eat gari. The person should not eat. The person should eat only wheat. That is amala.
Yes. Just with flour.
Only. But that data is actually very outdated.
Oh, wow.
Very, very outdated. Now gari is even better.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So I'm learning new thing today. I don't think
Gari is even better.
Okay.
At a point.
really.
Yes, you would even want to take something like let's say tamba, that's a millet.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Hmm.
because I mean,
I can see Professor scribbling
It's-
down something.
it's
Okay,
really-
so after
it's
that, you're going to
really-
pay
it's
for
really
consultation.
something we need to-
Of course, we get knowledge every day.
we need to consider, because I mean, in the past, who knew?
Yeah.
And that's data that was fed
Yeah.
into the system.
But don't you think these data are being updated?
Okay, just fairly
I want to
recently-
believe that
Just
they
fairly
should.
recently, Google released something and said that they wiped a lot of data on their servers.
Okay.
And I want to believe that one of the data that they wiped on their server are those archaic data, like amala being the only solution for people who are diabetic. Exactly. Things like that, they are now obsolete. So, I mean, coming from a nutritional angle, that is something that even, let's say you are using some LLMs, that is language.
Language.
Yeah.
model.
Yes.
Models.
Now, and you fed those data inside. Do you know the catastrophe that you'll be causing in the medical world?
And this brings to the issue, it's good you raised it, data weaponization.
Yes.
And there is also the elements of data bias. And so what he said is very, very important. This is why we say there is a lot of risk factors. So if you are talking of AI, where are we getting data from? So you either get a data that is like the sample of what he mentioned about Gary and wheat. So those gives you false narratives, okay? But because the data is not actually local. The data is not actually local. The data is running somewhere, either in the US or whatever, running somewhere. And this is where they feed in this data. And this is why it is important, that local solutions, local engineered solutions will actually safeguard the country. Because weaponization of data can actually cause fatality, can cause death. The nutrition information is weaponized, then it can actually give wrong nutrition suggestions and
Yes.
predictions, and that can actually cause death. But bear in mind that there are two types of data in this case. There is a data that's generated in the course of using the appliances,
Okay.
and there is data that is fed into the system, like what AI uses, in
Yeah.
trying to, give you predictions and that. And these two data are very, very important. So where they are stored is very, very important. In fact, we started building local large language models. Like I said, that most of our solutions is local. So
Okay.
our next thing we're doing now is how to build systems that use local large language models to be able to operate. So in this sense, you feed the data what is actually the data and update it regularly.
Okay, but we still know that data are still going out somehow, somewhere.
Well, somehow
All right.
that you are minimizing the
Minimizing,
data. Like
yes, the risks
the
of
local
it.
server, for instance, when you are operating a local server, you remember when they talk about the cloud computing.
Yes, cloud computing.
Cloud computing is just a business model, and this is what I keep on telling people. It's just a business model. It's not technology. So you can actually localize the same technology within your house in such a way that data leakage is very minimized. So when you are actually the data is going out, it is only data that is required maybe to upgrade the software, but your data privacy data is not leaked to the outside world. So that is very key.
Okay, so amazing. We've dwelled so much about data. So I'm going to ask Mr. Christian, do you think families are confusing convenience with health when it comes to using some smart cooking gadgets?
Okay.
Confusing convenience with health. Yeah.
Confusing.
Yes.
Convenience.
Yes.
With health.
With health.
Now that gets more interesting.
Okay. We're here. Let's ride.
You know, we say health.
Yes.
Everybody looks at health only when you are sick.
Of course.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think that's the way I look at health. Only when I'm
In fact,
sick.
most people.
Yes.
But now, let's get entertained a little.
All right.
Do you know that when you are healthy, did I just mention healthy?
Yes,
when you
you
remove
did.
the Y is what?
Health.
Exactly. So when you are healthy, when you are fit, you also consider your health. Not everybody looking healthy is actually healthy. And not everybody looking unhealthy is actually unhealthy. Now, when you now talk about using AIs, using tech, using this, using that, and then the confusion part comes in, what do you think would happen if no one knew how their body was doing them at every given point in time? How do you think people would cope if they were going to just go out and say, oh, I'm okay, I'm good, oh, I'm fat, I need to get to the gym, and they are just looking at it and, oh, okay, because I'm fat, without knowing that fatness is as a result of something called hormonal imbalance.
Amazing.
Now, without knowing that maybe, oh, this fatness is as a result of genetics. Now, how do we know all this if not for tech? Now, being confused about being healthy and family living, we all just need to get enlightened. Basically, we all need to get enlightened, because in certain families, this could cause a huge challenge. Like real challenges, like you can see the husband saying, no, I read this here, it's supposed to be like this, and the wife be like, no, I've been doing this like this for
a very long time.
and it's been working.
And
so
it's been
what
working,
are you not
exactly.
saying? So,
I think I've been in that shoe. I've been there.
so now, when you really look at it, when you really look at the whole thing, it's really something you want to consider, and there needs to be that balance between human ingenuity and the AIs, the smart techs, and all of that. There needs to be that balance, because the old tradition is not totally wrong.
I was just going to get to tradition.
The old traditions
I was going to
are not
get to
totally
culture.
wrong, because
Yes.
the thing here is this: these people know that if I add hot water to cold water, the water will become warm. But the mechanism through which that water will become warm is what they don't really know.
Exactly.
It does not make them wrong.
Yes.
It's just that you that know, you understand better. So now there needs to be a compromise at the middle.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Mr. Christian. Did you peep into my notes? Because I was going to talk about the
No, I
cultural resistance.
Yeah.
Because African homes, we just have this mentality of some, by the way, have this mentality of, okay, we've been doing this for a very long time. I love the way my family would get together, we get to the kitchen, you pound the pepper, pound it in the mortar. The way they were using stone back in the days. So they want, when you pound, okay, the last one is pounding the pepper, and then the other child is
Yes.
maybe parboiling the rice and something. They just feel this has a way of bringing the family together. This is culture. But do you think that smart home or technology has a way of taking away this culture, thereby taking away this fun, this bonding, this togetherness from family, especially with the smart kitchen? We don't need to pound pepper again. We don't need to what else? What else? What else? What else? We don't need to parboil the rice. We
parboil the
don't need to
rice,
do all of
yeah.
those things. So do you think it's taking away the togetherness of every family or of a family?
Well, it depends on where you are coming from. Tradition and culture is not supposed to be static. It's
Okay.
supposed to be dynamic.
But that's why it's tradition and
Yeah.
that's why it's
So yeah, but some
culture.
people look at it static, but it's not static. There are ways the smart and intelligent homes can transform the family and make them to be more binding. Let me just give you an example.
Okay.
From the nutritional planning, automated nutrition planning can make the family to eat very healthy. Okay, scheduling of eating or dinner time, lunch time, breakfast time, whereby unified way of sending notifications. So everybody's phone is banging, banging. Okay, breakfast is 5 minutes to go. Breakfast is 5 minutes to go, and you can use that with some good music.
But don't you
Like for
think some families will still miss the old school method of,
no, I'm coming where
hey,
it
hey, oh yeah,
is.
it's time to eat. Everybody to the dining. You start knocking on every door. It's
Yeah,
time
but you
to
see, you
eat.
need to mix all this. You need to mix all this. Like I
Yeah.
said, absolutely. Being smart does not mean you remove everything tradition and culture. It's a way. And remember, I started by saying most of these things are programmable. So it's how you program this to still make the family, have those beliefs. For instance, I tell my family, my children, you must always eat our Igbo food.
Mm.
Yeah, we must always eat our own food because that's what God gave us. And it has a way of shaping the way we think, the way we reason, the way we do everything. And so I'm just giving you an example. And all my children, they eat, Igbo foods more than any other food. So that essentially is even the smart can also enhances that by making sure planning the nutrition in such a way that those foods are actually taken in a such a way that improves enhances their health than reducing the health. That's one thing. And also, with the notifications and all that, it will actually give the family a way of coming together. Even wherever, even if they're living apart, you can make it in such a way that, oh, we're going to eat gari, and they send everybody notifications. So wherever we are, we're eating gari. So there is several ways you can do it.
In conclusion, you're just trying to say that the AI tool is still on the advantage
Yeah, yeah, there
compared
is a lot
to
of
the
advantages. All we
cultural,
need to
the
do is to
cultural way.
make sure we manage the risk factors.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so I'm going to have a final question for you on our discussion, and it has to be with the role of technology in meal planning. So, how can family plan nutritious meals smarter?
Okay.
I know we're not paying for this, but just help. We want to know how we can plan nutritious meals smarter.
I was going to bill you for it.
We'll discuss behind cameras. All right.
So now, planning nutritious meals smarter is not just about planning meals smarter. First thing we need to consider is the the different healths, the different healths in each individual or of in each individual rather, because I mean every individual has a different health pattern. And let's say in a family where, let's say the mom is diabetic and the dad is hypertensive, and there are 4 children who are properly okay,
Okay.
we need to make a compromise as human beings. Now, a few nutritional tips here. Someone who is hypertensive, really very hypertensive, does not really need salt. And someone who is diabetic, let's say diabetes type 2,
Okay.
that is a diabetes mellitus,
All right.
that person needs a lot of fiber.
Mm.
And imagine eating vegetable that really does not have salt per se.
That wouldn't taste nice.
That's nice, right? Exactly. Now there needs to be a compromise even while planning smartly.
Okay.
Now you can, with your LLM,
Mm.
which is a large language
Model.
learning model, yes. So now with an LLM, you can actually think of, you can ask questions like, how would I do this and combine this for them, someone who has so thing and that one who has so thing, so that it would actually balance. These are my ingredients, or look at
Yes.
what I want to take. Now it begins to go back and forth, back and forth. Now you also go back and forth with it till you actually find something suitable
Very stable.
for both the mother and the father that
And the
that
children.
children also like.
Amazing. Thank you very much. So this is going to be the wrap for this segment. We know that everyone wants to go smart, and we are promoting that it's to our advantage because technology keeps revolving. And now finally, just a very short answer. Would you say that these smart tools are actually making the users lazy, or they are actually helping or making life easier? Just a very brief answer to that.
Well, just brief as I can. The issue is that we don't have option.
Oh, amazing.
The AI has come to stay. So it's not going to make you lazy. It can even enhance your well-being and your knowledge. So things are shifting, and you must shift, with it. AI has come to stay. Smart home has come to stay. In the next few years, you will see that every house or every home is talking about smart. So it's not going to make you lazy. Like the people are saying, AI is going to take many jobs.
Yes.
And people are fearing. So change is inevitable, and change is dynamic. So you need to be able to change. People are fearing, lawyers are fearing, medical people are fearing. So tech people are also fearing, because AI can do programming today.
Okay. So
Of course.
that's
But there
amazing.
is still something AI cannot do. So
Okay.
you find that niche, and that makes you
Unique
top,
or
unique
stand out.
or stand out wherever you
Amazing.
are. So there must be something.
Yes.
I always say that where there is no path, we create
A part. Amazing. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Mr. Christian, for dishing out this wealth of knowledge to us. We're going to do a very rapid or a very quick section. I like the section. It's called the rapid fire. Now, the rapid fire, you're just going to give me a yes or no answer. It's a yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You understand? All right, so I'm going to start with Professor. A rapid fire round. Yes or no? Smart kitchens are better than traditional kitchens.
Yes.
Technology is making families lazy.
No.
Every Nigerian home can afford at least one smart gadget.
Yes.
Technology in kitchen saves money long time.
Yes.
Do you trust AI to cook your meals?
Not really.
Do smart gadgets make kids more interested in cooking?
Yes.
Can smart mealtime technology actually make meal more healthy?
Yes.
Traditional recipes taste better than smart cooked meals?
Not really.
Smart kitchens reduce food waste.
Yes.
Would you recommend a smart kitchen to a friend?
Of course.
Great energy. I love the mix of answer. This one is for you, our nutrition experts. Nutritionist. Thank you. All right. So you ready?
Yes.
You're ready. Yes or no? Is skipping breakfast worse than eating junk food?
No, really.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Can air fryers really replace healthy cooking meals?
Yes.
Is calorie counting outdated?
No.
Do Nigerian home consume too much salt without knowing it?
Yes.
Is fruit juice almost as bad as soda when processed?
Yes.
Is vegetarianism healthier than balanced meat diet?
Not really.
No.
Is technology making families more nutritious conscious?
Yes.
Is fit farm culture sometimes misleading or dangerous?
Sometimes misleading.
Do most smart food skill provide accurate nutritional data?
It depends.
Would you ban seasoning cubes if you could?
If I could,
Yes.
it depends.
Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, that was spicy. Thank you very much, Mr. Christian. Thank you very much, Professor. This has been an amazing time. As always, technology should be our tools, not our boss.
Absolutely.
Yes, so thank you for this amazing time. Would learn to eat smart, we'll learn to live smart, and we'll learn to grow together. And this is where we draw the curtain for this show. What an interesting and refreshing episodes. And now here are three. Sorry about that. So here are three quick takeaways before we go. Now, smart kitchen can save time. It can cut stress and help you with healthy living. You don't need a mansion or millions. Start small, like a smart cooker or something, or a planner for meal. Now, family connection is the real goal. So let technology help you, not replace your together time. Next week, we're exploring a very interesting topic. You do not want to miss that. Voice assistants and kids. Alexa, are we raising robots? I'm sure you really do not want to miss what we have for next week. So please follow us on all our social media handles at Idea TV and share your own smart kitchen stories using the hashtag Smart Family Living Kitchen. I remain Miracle Obi, and this is Smart Family Living, where modern families meet smart solutions. To our online smart family, please do subscribe, follow our stories, and engage us on these platforms. Share your own smart family tips using the hashtag. Thank you very much. Stay smart and stay connected. Until next time. Families are changing, and so is our everyday life. Technology is in everything we do today, from how we cook, we communicate, to how we raise our kids. You're welcome to Smart Family Living, where modern families meet with smart solutions. From AI-powered parenting to screen time, Smart Family Living connects the families across social classes, educating, entertaining, and empowering them to navigate the digital age with confidence, balance, and purpose. But then the big question is, are we using tech to enhance or complicate our family lives? It's not just a show, it's a movement that transforms screen time into quality time, tech confusion into empowered living, and device usage into digital literacy. With smart solutions, these are Smart Family Living. Join us for expert tips, family hacks, and real life solutions
insurance that you can use right. See you on Idea TV.